team, Metamorphosis, to bringing you the brand new video today, and we're going to talk about 2 cards today, and we have some pretty interesting cards to talk about. So we're talking about new archetype, not really a new archetype, but is a play on words for a new archetype. This is Twilightsworn. Now, if you guys are very familiar with Lightsworns, then you'll probably be very familiar with these cards because they're the same characters. So let's just jump right into it. So the first card we have here is a Jain Twilightsworn General. It is a level 4 Dark Warrior type effect monster with 1800 attack and 1200 defense. It has 2 effects. The first effect is once per turn, you can bench 1 Lightsworn monster from your graveyard, hand or graveyard, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It loses attack and defense equal to the banished monster's level up times 300 until the end of the turn. So for example, if you can manage like Lumina from the graveyard or from your hand, then it would lose like 900 attack. That's actually decent. It has a little bit of utility. It's too bad it's not during either player's turn, or else that would make it really crazy. But you could just like discard like the Garoth, which is a level 6, and he would lose like 1800 attack, which is definitely interesting. The second effect is once per turn, if another Lightsworn monster's effect is activated, send the top 2 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So basically what I'm getting for a feel of this deck is that you're supposed to run this card in conjunction with Lightsworn monsters. So for instance, you activate Lila, or you summon Lila, activate its effect, discard. Then this card would also activate at the end of that resolution. At the end, it would activate in a chain. So not only would you get the special summoning Lightsworn monster from your graveyard, you also get to activate the card to send top 2 cards. So basically, if you mill 2 Lightsworn monsters, one of them happens to be Wolf, you get special summon Wolf, and you could possibly get the special summon another one that you just discarded for it, which is definitely good. I think this card's really good. So yeah. And the next card is definitely a interesting card. It is a play on words. So Judgment Dragon. This is a Punishment Dragon. It is a level 8 Dark Dragon type special Dragon effect monster with 3000 attack and 2600 defense. You cannot normal summon this. Cannot be normal summon. It must be special summon from their hand while you have 4 or more different banished Lightsworn monsters, and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Jain, the card that we just talked about earlier, is definitely a card that can really benefit, or can really help with that. Even though Lily manages a 1 at a time, but that's fine. It has 2 effects like Jain did. Once per turn, during either player's turn, you can pay 1,000 life points. Return all face-up banished cards and all cards in the graveyard to their owner's deck except Lightsworns. So basically, it allows you just to recoup the cost of all your banished Lightsworn or your Lightsworn's effects, or Twilightsworn's effects as well. It's really good because it allows you to not just mill yourself out, but it also recoups your plays in some ways. It has anti-synergy with Lumina, unfortunately, but that's generally how it's supposed to go, though. But you generally do get to play your deck a little bit more. It has a lot of synergy with Raiden because you just mill 2 cards, and then you get X amount of attack based on that. So it's definitely an interesting effect, and it definitely is a pretty good effect, I would say. And the second effect is once per turn, if a Lightsworn monster effect is activated, send the top 4 cards of your deck to the graveyard. So basically, again, if you activate Lumina's effect to special summon, this card will mill 4 cards. So I think you kind of have to be a little bit careful with this card, but you could just basically just send them back once a turn. So during your opponent's turn, you could be like, oh, I could put those 4 cards back in my deck. I didn't want those discarded, so I could just shuffle those back into my deck. So thanks. So I think we have an interesting play on the Lightsworn archetype, and it's definitely decent support for Lightsworns in some ways. So anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. I will see you guys in the next video. This has been Team Metamorphose, and I will be signing out.